Hi everyone, it's Dee from Turtle Dove. How's everyone doing? I am doing a swap and glue today. I've been looking forward to this. Last week, or was it the week before, Solae sent me early birthday happy mail, and in that she gifted me some different papers for me to do a swap and glue. So I went out and bought this notepad, which I'm going to decorate at a later stage, quite soon hopefully. And anyone who wants to send me some papers, you're welcome to. Just message me and I can send you back some also. And yeah, I wouldn't mind filling this notepad up with different collages that I get from papers gifted. So I think it's a really good idea. Everybody's doing it. And anyway, I had a quick look through. I'm sort of taking some of Jovi's advice and not overthink things too much. I did have a little think, mind you, but Solae gifted me some pretty papers, and the ones in front of me, I'm going to make 2 pages with 2 sort of different things, and these are the ones that are left. So I'm going to put these in a little file somewhere, and I can use them in the future. Just before I start this, I just want to show Solae, if you're watching, she gifted me some little resin pieces, and there's 2 little puppy dogs. This is my journal that I made last year when Rita, my dog, passed away, and they have come to good use. As soon as I saw these dogs, I thought, yep, they're going on the journal. And I also, in the middle, I put a piece of your paper here with a dog that was on the lead. That was a couple of the pieces of papers that Solae gifted me. And these little flowers I added, and they are from Hey Little Missy. She gifted me these little flowers in a card not that long ago, around Mother's Day I think it was. So I'm already using some of the goodies you sent me, Solae. I just wanted to show you, and I've also used the little heart paper clip. I thought that would go really nicely in this book as well, or in the journal. Okay, so put that aside, and I'm hoping it's a Saturday morning, but they're building a house next to me, and they've had their generator going all morning, and I'm just hoping they've turned it off. I'm hoping it's going to stay off for a little while. Maybe they're having lunch, maybe it's closer to lunchtime. So I'll get going. So you have to excuse any noise if they turn the generator on again. It can get quite noisy, but this is just the time that I have to record, so I have to take my chances. Okay, so I'm going to leave the front page blank because I'll probably put something there, maybe a type of index or something, so I remember who's gifted me what. And Solae gifted me all these beautiful papers, and I want to use this, so I've decided to stick that down first. And I'm very naughty. I'm using my other table because my craft room is, even though I haven't crafted a real lot, it's a real mess. I've been looking for a little fairy house that I made from polymer clay, and because I want to do a little potted fairy garden, and I can't find it anywhere, but I've made a big mess looking. So I want to use these up. I think they look really nice together. And I'm just not sure how I'm going to do this bit here. I might just mark it roughly. I'm trying not to be too pedantic. So, what has everyone been up to? I am slowly getting into my normal mode of crafting. I'm in the middle of knitting a jumper, so I'm going to try and finish that off, and I'm a very slow knitter. And then once I do that, I sort of feel free to do other things. So I don't like to have things half finished. I actually started that last winter. I did about 10 centimetres worth, and then I stopped. So I'm determined to get that finished. So these papers, just the colours are really pretty on them, and they look really nice together. And you can see a bit of the lead pencil, but I can come across and use an eraser on that later. And I did it wrong, look at this. See, this is what happens because I'm not overthinking. Actually, it'd probably be better if I just glue the backing. I'm just wondering, maybe I should have bought more of an art pad with thicker paper on there. But, oh well. See how I go with this. There we go. Just going to mark roughly where I need the glue. And hopefully this glue is going to, over a long period of time, hopefully it's going to last. Here we go. Compressor's back on. Sorry guys. I thought that would be off a bit longer. I must have just had like a morning tea, I think. But that is life. Have this one. Yep, that's going to have to stay. I was going to try and fix that, but Now this is what I've been putting up with all week. Just a lot of noise, so it's very hard to record. But I have been having a semi-type break from my normal recording routine and crafting routine. I think I was feeling a little bit burnt out, and I just didn't want to put too much pressure on myself to get things out. So I've got to cover that corner a little bit, I think. Just cut the excess off. Hope you can see. So last night, hubby and I went with my son and his girlfriend and their daughter, and we went to the Aussie Inn, which is like a fancy pub, and we had tea. So I had some garlic prawns, which was scrumptious, but I'm paying the price with my breath at the moment. It's actually not too bad. Garlic doesn't seem as strong these days as it did years ago. Okay, so I love green, and I am going to just cut out little triangles and place that in the white spots. You know what, I can break that down a little bit so it doesn't look so bad. And I'm going to place that along the tear mark. I am such a bad, I cannot cut in a straight line if my life depended on it. Okay. Just use the side of the glue stick. So I must try and watch some swap and glues to see what other people do. I've been watching YouTube and following some channels that I watch, but not all. I've sort of, as I said, I've had a bit of a break, and that sort of includes keeping up with a lot of my favourite channels too, because I just really needed a bit of a break. I've been crafting with my granddaughter. I had my eldest granddaughter last Thursday, and she spent all day most of the day with me, and I took her to my mum's, and I took her to Hungry Jack's, which she loved. We had a cheeseburger, and we come back home, did a little bit of shopping, come back home, and then we crafted, and I just printed out a beautiful butterfly template, and I just let her use some glitter glue, and she made a little one for her sisters as well, so she really enjoyed that. She loves crafting. She just loves this room. Unfortunately, she's still a little bit young, but sort of try and do age-appropriate crafting with her. But she wanted to do everything on her own, and she did really good too. So doesn't that look nice? And I'm going to use this saying, there is a growing awareness that it can be quite liberating to own less. And that struck a chord with me. Now I'm just going to use, what colour? Actually, I'll use this green, I think. This is from Kaiser Craft. Now this video will probably be a bit longer than I thought it would be, but you can always fast forward and have a look at the end result. Gone quiet again. And I might finish that off with, I love butterflies, so I have butterfly stamps, and now should I use black? Oh, I won't. I'll use this. It's a bit small though. Let's see how I go. I haven't cleaned that from the last time. That is very slack of me. The only thing with these stamps is when you've used them for a while, they don't tend to stick down on the silicone stamp doesn't want to stick down on the little resin board or square, whatever you call it. That looks nice. Don't know if the camera will pick that up. I'll zoom in a minute. Let's see if you can see. There we go. The almost there. I'll do one more. Okay, so that is my first page, and I think that will be a nice introduction to the book. What do you think? I love it. So now we'll move on to the other page, and I'm running out of room, so I'm going to use this illustration here, the bird. I love birds, I love butterflies, I love dreaming, I love natural things, nature, home. I'm going to use this lady as well, and some more paper, and I love this, the beauty of dreaming. I am a big dreamer. I have very intricate dreams, and I remember a lot. I did used to keep a dream journal, and I haven't lately, and I need to do that again. So maybe I'll make myself a journal, a dream journal. That's an idea, hey? Okay, so I just want this writing, tear that off, and put that down first. And this will sort of match the opposite page in a way. This done first. Let's try and get the edge. Easier to tear this piece like that. That's the way I want it to go. And for those of you who haven't kept a dream journal before, the more you do that, the more you'll start remembering your dreams. And especially when you first start using it, if you wake up of a night, that's when you're more likely to remember the dream. And that's why you keep the dream journal next to your bed, because sometimes you're just too tired to do it, but the best thing is to write down the dream as soon as you wake up, because the longer you're awake, the more of the dream that you'll start not remembering. So it's really weird how that happens, but it's true. You'll just remember less and less detail of the dream. It's really strange how that works. So the best thing to do is, if you want as much detail to remember, is to, as soon as you wake up, jot it down in your dream journal. I have dreams that seem like a series. I have all sorts of dreams. I have lovely dreams. I have dreams of Armageddon. I sometimes revisit dreams. I dream that I'm the only one left in the world, and then I'm walking around suburbs and just walking into everybody's homes. So maybe that's the nosiness from me. I like this image of this lady. She could be a slim version of me. I just round the other corner off a little bit so it's not so square. Just over there. She's wearing a lovely dress. Is it paper? It looks like it's made out of paper, her dress. It's gone a little bit quiet again, other than that plane flying over. Most of the outer suburbs of Adelaide we're over a flying path, so that's just how Adelaide is set up, depending on where the planes are coming in or leaving. Okay, so that's that. And because I love birds, I have to put a bird in here. So I love that text and the feel of this paper too. It's not shiny, it's matte, so I like that. Around the edges and corners a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to leave this open for half a day or so, just to let everything dry so the pages don't stick together. If you get the smallest amount of glue on the outside, that's what will happen, and I don't want that happening. I might use some of that text, actually. I like that. Talking about cake tins. Right, I'm going to ink that. Don't want to get that too close to the little round spiral thing in the centre. Don't know what you call that. Okay, so I like this text. What's at the back there? I can use that maybe another time, whatever I don't use. Because words, or sorry, dreams can be quite complex, so I'm just going to stick, not really worrying about too much about what's written, but maybe I'll put a little bit of ink on this side of this one. Okay, so let's move that out the way. And what else have I got? I can use something else. That higher ground, I like, this is what I was going to use. And so this says, I'm trying to read it, it's very small. What counts is, and I like the clouds on this, so I'm going to it's a bit too far apart, so what I'll do is bring that closer together. So I'm just trying not to think too much. I just love the look of the sky on this as well. I think I like that. I fly a lot in my dreams too, which is probably why I was gravitated towards this sky. It gives you a different perspective and a sense of freedom flying in dreams. And sometimes I'm quite aware of dreaming, and I can get overexcited with the fact of being aware, and that's when you wake up. And a lot of the times it happens when I'm flying. I'll think, oh wait, I'm flying in my dream. There we go. I think that looks really, really nice. Now, I also like this, and I might put this down the bottom, I think. And I've still got quite a few images left, so I'll keep that. Because I don't buy a lot of magazines these days. So it's always nice to have something that someone else has picked. Creating with Jovi, I just watched one of her swap and glues, and she did the most gorgeous collage with her papers, and she talked a bit of depression, but the illustration, it was of this beautiful face of a doll, and she put some tears on her because she looked a little bit sad, but oh, I just love that collage. I think because it has so much meaning behind it too. Okay, so I think I will leave it at that. These are a little bit, I am quite quirky, but just for, and my dreams can be very quirky too. But I think I'll keep this for another time because I really want to use it, but I don't feel the need for it to be on these pages. So I'm just going by how I feel at the moment. Now, the last thing I think I will do is, now I did have the stamps of leaves. So I'd like to use one of these. This is just from the browsing. It's $4.50. We pay a lot for our things here in Australia, but there's quite a few different leaves. This would be a really nice autumn stamp set actually. I'll get like a maple leaf, I think. use the same colour. Black would look nice too, but I'm just feeling maybe it might be a little bit too harsh. Uh-oh, it's not going to stamp the end because of the spiral. There we go. And I think I'll leave it there. I don't want to overdo it with the stamping. And one more thing, I'm going to cover the Beauty of Dreaming. Now what colour should I use? I think I'll use gold. Or should I use... I think I'll use green. Now hopefully these are still alright. I haven't used this for quite a while. Yep. Now being left-handed, I'll start at the end. I'll just zoom in so you can see a little bit better. Oh, my camera has decided to fix itself, but I'm pretty sure it's going to only be temporary. My little card holder, the little slot, the spring wasn't working, and the only way to close it was to tape it shut. But now it's decided to work, so let's just wait and see. But I don't really have any other options at the moment. I'm not going to spend another $500 on a new camera. Not being too neat here. But I'm glad that it's working for the moment. So, and before that, the last maybe 6-7 videos, I've just been taping the cover to the SD card shut so that the card stays in. Now I could have done this with texture markers or something, but I just want there to be a little bit of texture. So I'll go over that another time if it's not looking too good, but at the moment I think it's fine. There's a few white spots I can see, but that's okay. So that is it. That is my very first swap and glue. Now let's zoom out again so you can have a good look. So I quite like that. And the two pages look really nice together, I think. So, like I said, if you would like to do a swap and glue with me, just leave a comment and or your email, and we can exchange addresses and make it happen. Very therapeutic. doing this sort of thing. So hopefully next time I do it, I will have the front covered, and that way I can put this aside for when I do that. And I'm going to, right at the front here, that Solae sent me the pages. I might number the pages, and then that way I'll know, unless maybe I'll just write Solae's name down the bottom here. I'm not sure. I'll think of something. So anyway, that is my swap and glue. Thank you, Solae, for the papers. I really enjoyed doing this. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.